What a game. Welcome back to the channel of Proenzo Vids. And tonight's video is my quick review of the game that just finished between both Tonga and New Zealand, where we saw Tonga snatch the win in the dying stages, winning 25 points to 24. A game of two halves, I guess you can say, because, yeah, early on, Tonga dominated throughout the whole first half. Like, at 24-0, I think most people thought that Tonga would continue with that momentum and really punish New Zealand still. But to Kiwis' credit, they really did fight back and nearly, stole the game from Tonga there. So definitely a game of two halves. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, wow, what a game. Honestly, what a game. That was entertaining to watch. So Tonga have now won. So that means I'll play Australia next Sunday at Commbank Stadium. So good chance I'll be there. So yeah, I'm keen for that. But as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, thanks for all the new support recently. It means a lot to me and this YouTube channel. Yeah, my main goal is obviously 5k subscribers, which I'm not too far away from at all. So yeah, if I can get there by the end of the year, that will be greatly appreciated. But as always, hope you enjoy the video and enjoy my review, because wow, what a game. Honestly, where do I start? Because this game had intensity from the beginning. You know, obviously, we all thought that this game would be heated because both sides are obviously got very passionate supporter bases. Like Tonga and their fans literally filled out the whole of Go Media Stadium. Like, yeah, you can see a red sea throughout all the seats there. It was great to see, actually. And during the game too, they were like, I guess, singing some Tongan rhythms or songs. And I thought that was a nice touch, actually. Like, that was really nice. So I thought that kept the game quite entertaining while that was happening. And yeah, obviously New Zealand fans would of course be there, and they were passionate too. So that's what I mean. Intensity was there from the start. But I'll tell you what, every collision, every hit, every big shot, the fans would get up and celebrate. Like, they would just non-stop get up from their seat and they would make noise. It was just that good. Honestly, it was that good. But yeah, look, obviously Tonga really started really well from the get-go. Their forwards were punishing the Kiwis and running amok through them. You know, I've got to say, Fanua Blake, look, even if Tonga lost tonight, my man of the match is definitely Fanua Blake. Like, he was an absolute man on a mission. In the second half, he gave away a couple of crucial penalties, I thought, but in the first half, he was an absolute monster. Like, he was just running right through that Kiwis pack. Late footwork to the line, just his big mobility to push through. You know, for a big man, obviously, he's got such great footwork, and that really hurt New Zealand, I thought. So Fanua Blake was definitely my man of the match, without a doubt. You know, guys like, I guess early on were really involved. Like, I thought Havili had a real go, I think he actually did quite well in defence. You know, I think Katoa went all right. Olakawatu tried hard. Probably not as involved as he was against Australia, but definitely had a fair game still, I thought. Sione Katoa was really good for the Tongan side too on the wing there. Like, obviously, Lehigh got injured towards the end of the game and he had to go to fullback and they had to make a bit of a reshuffling their back line. But Sione Katoa was really good, I thought. So big ups to him. But yeah, honestly, it was just try after try after try after try. Like 24-0 at halftime. Actually, no, it was 24-6 because Isaiah Papali'i scored a late try around the 38th minute before the first half ended with a try from dummy half. So, but yeah, Tonga dominated the whole game pretty much in the first half. Like, New Zealand looked fatigued, and maybe they were thinking about playing Australia in the final too much for next week. So that's probably why they'll be off the pace from the get-go. But yeah, like, Tonga obviously were just killing them, and like I said, everyone thought that Tonga would continue and be the same as what they were in the first half. But in the second half, New Zealand were just, yeah, really ready to go and have a real crack, you know. They seemed a bit more rejuvenated and seemed a bit more willing to have a fight and have a dig, because Tonga were bullying them. And I think New Zealand did the Uno reverse and bullied Tonga back at some stages, you know. I thought the first half was for Fanua Blake, but then the second half, that was for Fisher Harris, because Fisher Harris' second half was just out of this world. Like, he was really standing up as an alpha leader. He is, like, he was really you know, setting the tone and really running hard, really getting up in the Tongan players' faces, and like that time he picked up Sonny Luke from the ground and dumped him on the floor. That was pretty funny. But like, yeah, that's what Fisher Harris is like as a player. He's very passionate, very emotional on the field, and yeah, I think off the back of some of his big runs and whatever, that's how New Zealand got back into the game. I think Keanu Kinney had a really slow start to the game, but as the game went on, Keanu Kinney was very dangerous. That Tongan left side of Ola Kawatu, Tuilola here, Moses Suli and Daniel Tupou could not handle the times that New Zealand would shift to the right, and Keanu Kinney had a bit of space. Not much space, but a bit of space. And if Kinney has a good amount of room to run through, then he'll take that space and he'll run, and that's when a few defenders on that Tongan left-hand side got really exposed, I thought. So, yeah, it was just nuts how he really looked so dangerous for New Zealand, I thought. But, yeah, look, it was really a tight game in that second half. And I think as well, coming to that last couple of minutes of the game, like the final 15 to 10 minutes, Joe Tarpany scored I don't know how he scored that try, I don't know how he scored it. It was like I think it was a drop ball by someone or a bad offload from Tonga or New Zealand. And then he just kicked the ball, and the ball was going to roll out to the sideline. Then he was the only guy chasing, and it was Tarpany. He had the ball. Moses Suli was coming from the other side, I think it was. He missed Tarpany, and then Tarpany was on one-on-one with Sione Katoa because Lehigh Hapawadi was off injured. So Katoa was at fullback. One-on-one situation, what does Tarpany do? Steps him to the right-hand side and no issues, and Katoa missed his man there, and then Tarpany goes in the score. So yeah, it was just crazy how that ending sort of panned out. But thankfully for Tonga, they did enough to win. That field goal by Isaiah Katoa was cold as, because he was so cool after it too. Like, for a young kid at his age, I don't know how old he's, 20, 21. But to do that in a really, in the type of game it was, and in the context of how intense the game was, that's pretty special. That's really incredible. So, yeah, I just thought the way he did that was quite amazing. So, Katoa's definitely got a big future. And there's 3 Katoas in that Tongan team, but yeah, he's the one that has a great future in front of him for that Dolphins team. But yeah, what a field goal though. That was incredible. But I think the right team won. New Zealand definitely had a real fair dig, but for most of the game, though, Tonga were the better side. I think they started the game better, so therefore that's why they won, because they came out more eager than New Zealand. But New Zealand's fight definitely should not be forgotten or rubbed out, because that was a really good fight back, and that was really, really powerful by New Zealand to come back the way they did after being down 24-0 at one stage to Tonga. So it's not always easy to do. Some notable mentions of some players who played great for both sides. I thought Tamalolo was excellent. He was really good for Tonga, Tamalolo. At the start, I thought it was prime JT, the way he played. But then when New Zealand came back, I thought, like other couple of forwards too for Tonga, they were sort of a bit tired and a bit fatigued. That's when New Zealand really, put the foot on the accelerator. But he was very good, Tamalolo. I thought also Sonny Luke was good out of dummy half. He really gave a bit of energy when he was on, Sonny Luke. Sitili Tupanua was alright. Actually, I thought he was pretty physical in the middle. And then for New Zealand, I thought Isaiah Papali'i wasn't too bad. Got a couple of knocks, but was pretty solid. Scott Sorensen gave it a dig as always. Peter Hiku, defensive workhorse. He was pretty solid indeed, I thought. But yeah, look, I think the main guys are obviously going to be Fanua Blake, Fisher Harris, Keanu Kinney. All these guys really stood out for their nations. But yeah, I think the right side won in the end. Tonga a bit too good, but yeah, what a game. And Australia versus Tonga, that will be a huge game. But what did you make of the game? Let me know in the comments down below, and who your man of the match was. Mine's definitely Fanua Blake, but have your say in the comments down below. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, and have a good night.